Welcome to PIL, the Planetside Infantry League. This is 6v6. Two teams containing 6 players face off each other on a pre-selected base for 2 rounds of 15 minutes. The goal is simple: try to outscore your opponent. There are many ways to score points. Each kill of your opponent grants 1 point, with a few exceptions. A kill with a rocket launcher is worth 0 points. A kill as a max unit is also worth 0 points. But killing an enemy max unit will grant you 6 points no matter the weapon. The first capture or defense grants your team a total of 9 points. After this, a capture in the same round will grant your team a total of 18 points. As you gain points, there are some actions of which you will lose points. A team kill or a suicide makes you lose 2 points. A team kill on a max or suicide as 1 makes you lose 8 points. Each team starts from a designated spawn position from a vehicle called the Sunder. When the first round ends, both teams will switch sides. The team with the highest score at the end of 2 rounds wins the match. May the best team win.
Hi, hello everybody, and welcome to PIL Season 2. I am your host today. I'm Gelos. My co-caster today is Bill.
Hello.
Today we are casting DAF versus RPN. DAF being the DA team and friends, the RPN team, the former Reapers of AOD. Both teams coming at this match with a decent amount of experience in the 6v6 format, so this is expected to be a pretty fun one. And the match is going to be played on Aiken South.
And a classic of a map that we'll talk about in a minute. But first, let's have a look at this roster. So are we going straight to the map?
Sure. So taking a look at the roster here, we've got, it looks like we've got 4 heavies for the DA team, at least this is what they've given us for the information, and 2 LAs. It makes sense, too, because Aiken South is a very LA-heavy map, so we can expect that kind of a strategy to work out pretty well for them. RPN coming in with a more standard setup, 1 bolter, 1 LA, and then 4 heavies. So we don't know exactly how this is going to play out. We might have someone switch out from bolt to heavy, or from heavy to LA or something, but that's going to be to be determined in the match. We're going to go and throw it right into the match screen, let them know we're ready to go.
Hold up, one thing I want to talk about is on the RPN roster, we see Arkan as a bolt.
Yes.
Which I'd be surprised if they actually bolt on this map, because it's not a great map for bolters.
It's not.
It can work for some teams, but most teams switch off it when they do try it. Also, Traxton is misspelled. Traxton T.
No, that's right. Traxton T.
Is it?
Is it T at the end?
No, it's Traxton.
Is it Traxton? That's my fault. I actually put the names. This is my fault.
Did you copy paste that, or was
no? That was me. That's okay. I'll fix it out in post. Don't worry about it. They'll never even see this in the VOD.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and put this right into the in match, because I know these teams are waiting for us right now.
Well, actually, the DI team still has 1 AFK.
Really?
He's back now.
Okay.
Good. They were smoking, so maybe someone in chat can enlighten us who that probably was.
All right. Well, we are good to go. If you want to let them know in Yell chat, I will get my script ready.
Start on this tick 0.
Okay.
Okay,
so
we're going on 0.
35
That's in
seconds.
35 seconds. Just to talk about this map very, very briefly for someone that has never seen it, it's just these 4 L shapes in a circle, no, in a square, and in the middle there's the point area, and generally the fights mostly happen within the L shapes. And it's as you can probably guess, and as Gelos has already said, this is a very LA heavy map. LAs can dominate on this map, so I fully expect to see 2 LAs from both teams, but we'll see. Starting 5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Match start.
Alright, I'm gonna go take a look at the RPN team.
Okay.
See if we actually see a bolter from them. I see 4 heavies, and one of them is... Ooh, Frey is playing Gelos!
Ooh, that's Frey 2.0 to you.
That is Frey 2.0, that's right. He's on his new PC. And I see only 1 ally, and I do actually see a bolter for them. And what I do want to see from this map now is Frey Dragon out.
Yeah.
My main man, Frey.
Yeah, Frey has gotten a lot better since switching over to a new PC, so he's actually a decent player to be looking out for. We'll take a look at him in a little while here. Right now, I want to focus a little bit on the
he's actually
LA
on a
game.
real screen now, not on a TV
he was
anymore.
on a TV before. So it looks like DA is going to be winning the LA fight, which is expected, as they do have 2 LAs. So one goes down, you still have another one to deal with up here. So let's go ahead and take a look at
However,
Northside.
Traxon did a good job there. Did take out one, didn't let himself get pressured, and now even gets the refrag coming back on Jade.
For anybody that doesn't know how this map kind of works, it's a very it's a clockwise circulation kind of map where one team will go from their home base to the left of their base immediately after, because it has a connecting balcony. So we see here DA is going to be holding the north side, whereas RPN is going to be holding the south side.
And to talk about the map meta a bit more, it has in the last half a year, I'd say it's changed a little bit. This used to be a very run and gun heavy map, and a lot of teams have switched to being a lot more passive on this map.
Yep.
Which is quite a big meta shift for this map actually, because before there was just everyone running around, and now I think it started with the passive LAs starting to use black hands, and then more and more teams decided to hold in their building. However, we do see RPN actually pushing up here. They're in DA's home building. See Frey up here, see Kennedy.
Yeah, we do see a lot of aggression by the RPN team. That said, they don't have roof control at all. Right now, oh, actually, I take that back. Traxon has kind of pelted one of the LAs off the roof there. Actually got a second LA. So he now has a little bit of roof control. He still has to deal with the second LA, but he is not on the roof.
Traxon, strong LA player from the few times I've played pickups and park with him. However, I see, I don't really know Ganidi that well. I do see Jade on the DA team though, and I know him as a strong LA as well, so I'm quite surprised that Traxon is so successful in shutting both these LAs down. This LA duo even.
Now we've got Arkin still bolting. He has not swapped out, so he does seem to be feeling it a little bit on Bolt right now. He hasn't felt too demoralized that Bolt isn't really playing super well on this map. So he's probably going to stick with that for a little while. Honestly, he's a decent bolter too, so we can probably expect him to do marginally well no matter what map it is.
I mean, some bolters just. I've seen people just go in the middle onto A point here and just bolt everyone on the balconies and just pop off.
That's
it happens. It can happen. I think it was Yolda that used to bolt on this a lot and just sit on his team's balcony and support the LA.
Yeah.
Like crazy. It was so good for the LAs.
And it does look like that's kind of the strategy we're seeing from Arkin here. He's really not moving too much off of home base for RPN. He's jumped now onto point, but I expect him to probably stick around their home base, go back to balcony a little bit. It's gonna just keep supporting. Now, I want to talk about the scores right now because we're at 19-19. Neither side really giving way right now to dominance. Right now, we do see a little bit of RPN dominance on the cap timer, though. Only about a minute 8 seconds left until they cap fully, but they do have a DA member on that point right now, not allowing that to go through. So he's going to flip that back. Willy Boy, however, he's coming back onto point. He does have to worry about these LAs. If he ignores the LAs too long, they'll get that roof control. Now he goes down to one of the LAs as I say that.
I think he should have pushed around the other side there. However, if either side manages to get this point cap, that would be pretty big considering they've been equal so far for kill points.
Yeah.
So those 9 points that they could, is it 9 now? It's 9.
It's 9.
Correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Those 9 points would really be a lot of points considering the teams are very equal on fragging power.
Incredibly equal.
And I do expect DA to have the stronger play towards points because of the double LA setup.
Yeah.
It gives them so much more control over it. And you used to have a lot of control over the pointers with the bolter. However, cloaked infiltrators cannot flip points anymore, and that's actually a huge change for this map.
It used to be the meta to have a bolt on this map just to sit on the point for a second and start capping it, but ever since that change, which was actually a pretty good change in my opinion, where infiltrators who are cloaked cannot cap, bolters play a far less important role here, and LAs have really taken over the meta on this.
I agree with
Ooh,
that.
big push from the DA team coming into north side, going bottom floor right now. They're going to be pincering this RPN heavy up in a second. Nate Kennedy goes down. Dank Memes takes another point there. Frey goes down to... Actually, that was Nidus that killed him.
Traxon is just doing a fantastic job dealing with this double LA from DA on Aiken. That is so impressive to me.
He just took another heavy out from inside the window there, too. He's using the Horizon there, which should be noted is a pretty good gun for the VS side. That is the one with the 0 cone of fire as you're jumping around.
That's a gun a lot of people actually complain about it being allowed. I personally think it's probably alright, but I can see why people are complaining about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a strong gun. I personally I like having more meta weapons in rotation because it gets kind of stale just seeing the Serpent or the Jaguar always used.
Yeah.
It is nice to see a little bit of a bit of a change in the meta.
Absolutely. No one wants to watch a tournament of just 12 MSW heavies with a simulate facing off against each other.
Now we've got scores are 34 to 36. Once again, nobody's really taken a dominant lead here yet. And the score
I see one
on the
dominant lead, and that is Frey 2.0
Frey,
on the top track with 10 points. I'm so proud of our boy.
Frey 2.0, he's coming at you.
Arkin gets collapsed on by I think three members of DA here.
Arkin playing a
still
little
takes
aggressively. I'm surprised at how aggressive he was going there, considering he had no teams there. Now Traxon, I want to see what he does here. Oh, but he goes down from the Jaguar.
Cheats.
Yeah, I was hoping he would just do like a hop there, maybe. That's unfortunate.
I mean, sometimes you just go up and you just get an unfortunate timing and you just get blasted, but I've been seeing him do really well. I'm not sure. His score doesn't really reflect. Actually, his score does reflect it because he's equal against an LA duo, and he's been able to keep them
from dropping and
keeping them busy.
Keeping them from getting point controls so dominantly too. He's actually legitimately doing a very good job considering he is doing a job against 2 DA LAs.
I'm just not sure if it's worth it for RPN to have that extra person on the ground because I don't see where it's paying off, to be honest. And I think one of the DA allies just redeployed out. That's weird. Anyway, maybe they were out of medkits.
Yeah,
anyway, I would prefer if RPN tried to get a second LA on here. Surely they must have a player that can flex into LA.
Ooh, Bloody takes one, but he gets traded out there by Nidus, and then Nidus goes down from the side. Oh, but Traxon goes down as he tries to enter. Arkin playing aggressively goes down as well. A lot of frags for the DA team on this bottom building, or south building, I should say.
We're still so equal for points. It's 2 points apart right now. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, this match has been going for it's past the first half of the first half.
Yeah, 6 minutes and 30
seconds. The score is
seconds.
still basically equal, and the point is in the middle once again. This match is surprising. Imagine 5 years ago you would have told someone that a DA and an AOD scrim team facing off would go equal. No one would have believed.
Nobody would have believed that, but honestly,
these Reapers are
these
AOD scrimmy boys have really improved.
It is amazing to see because anybody that's been tracking and it also should be noted that they're no longer technically an AOD, but they were originally part of AOD. They were the Reaper team, and they had always had a scrim team for pretty much every tournament, and you could see them slowly, progressively getting better over time, and it was really nice to see. This is, I feel like this is kind of the culmination where they're going up against some old-time DA heavies, and they're doing a pretty good job. They're actually keeping their own here. It's really impressive to see.
Yeah, it's great to see. I wasn't trying to throw shade on DA. I was trying to say like this, so people don't misunderstand.
Maybe you weren't trying to, Billy.
Just so people don't understand, I wasn't trying to talk shit. I was just trying to say it's really great seeing how much this ex-AOD team
I'm
now the Reapers team
100% with you because it's very nice to see their kind of progression over the years. Now the scores have gotten a little bit in favor of DA. We're looking at 61 to 50 in favor of DA right now, and they're getting a lot closer to that point cap. Only about a minute left on.
And they have building control over RPN's home building here, and they are actually 11 points ahead. So as we were praising As I-
As our praise
yeah,
for
actually
RP and
kinda pulled ahead.
yeah, kind of jinxed him a little bit here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What I will say is DA actually did a really good job at taking the home base, and anybody that follows this format knows that if you take home base, you start getting that spawn camp in, that's really where you can get a brunt of the points that you want from the spawn camp section. So
However,
that's the smart play.
I feel like RPN did a good job breaking this one very quickly. I don't think DA even got a kill on an entire wave of them, which is a good job on RPN's side.
Oh, Dank Meme's got a nice kill off of Frey there. Got a little bit of assist on Willie, but then he goes down to Traxon inside the building. Meanwhile,
Traxon actually switched
RPN,
guns. He's on a Serpent now. No more Horizon.
RPM's Bolter Arkin, again, getting very aggressive. It's very strange to see him getting so aggressive like this.
Maybe he just wants to get out there and show off his skills.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I know when we play this map with Toby, and when he for some reason decides to bolt on this map, he just runs in. He just goes in and tries to frag out inside the L-shapes, and sometimes it works.
It is fun to play Bolt sometimes like that. Now, Cap is about to go through. DA gets the Cap. That's 9 points for them. That puts them at 83 to 60 for RPN. Pretty decent-sized lead here, and this is we're getting about 3 minutes left in the match. They're likely going to hold a little bit of a lead like that until this halftime. So I expect them to play a little bit differently, though. What ends up happening is after a cap like that, both teams will either go completely for frags or go, or one team may go kind of passive and play it a little bit more safe. We'll see what happens.
I still want to see DA actually comfortable lead now. I do want to point that out. That's a 13-point lead right now.
Yep.
Wait, no, that's a 23-point
Yep,
lead.
that's. I was about to correct that. I was just about to correct it.
Holy. Holy fuck. You've corrupted my mathematical skills, Galos. This is not good. That's quite a comfortable lead, and I've just seen on the overlay, we now actually have that little flag for the capture.
Yes.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Turtle. Big shoutouts to Turtle for the overlay.
DA going heavy into South Building here. I think they already fragged one RPN heavy. Oh, but I got traded out here. Nidus takes down. Oh, I'm sorry. It's taken down by Frey, but Frey goes down as well. Bloody Inside also going down. Looks like DA is going to take that South Building for now.
I really want to see RPN switch to a double LA.
I think that would really go in their favor, and probably switching out Arkin for that second LA in the halftime is probably going to be their best move here. But we'll see what they want to do.
Yeah. We'll have time to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
As DA, once again, doesn't really take the building, but kills RPN inside their home building.
Now, it looks like Frey's going to go a little aggressive into South Side here. He's looking for a teammate. There he goes. He's got one now. Bloody in coming in with him. Meanwhile, on North Side, we got Spaceman. Looks like he wants to chase Willy Boy outside. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, Spaceman takes Willy. Dank Memes also pushing into home base, takes Nate Kennedy. So far, Dank Memes has been doing a really good job for his team, by the way. He's got +8 net. A lot of kills. Jade also coming out with a lot of kills here. He's playing LA, one of the LA.
Yeah. Jade is a great. I barely know him from Jaeger, but I know him from live, and he's a great LA, really. Someone that a lot of people, I feel like, didn't have on their radar for a long time because he mainly played Connery and then Soltec. He's been playing on Euro servers recently though, and obviously has joined this Jaeger team. I feel like ever since, people are starting to notice he really is a strong ally.
Yeah, he's doing a pretty good job.
Top kills on the Horizon, I think, on live.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's got like 16k or something. One character, 10k on another.
Willy Boy
like
trying
that.
for a push into North Building here, but he's getting flanked by Dank Memes. Dank Memes does take him as well. Throwing a Desi inside, trying to get a little damage off of Arkin. Oh, and that is time.
Someone just asked in chat real quick who RPN is, and they are the Reapers, ex-AOD scrim team, now their own outfit.
All right, so taking a look at scores here. Pretty good showing there by DA. We got 107 to 76 in favor of DA plus that cap too. Really, really nice showing. So let's take a look here. We've got Dank Memes, yeah. Coming in at net 9, 20 kills, 11
yeah.
deaths. I think he's top frag of the game right now. He is. Also 25% HSR, lots of damage assists, and implying that he's playing a lot with his team. That's good to see. And very few deaths as well, 11 deaths. Pretty good job overall by Dang Means. We saw him a lot there playing those kind of angles that you'd like to see. It's not so much a flank as it's just a separate angle from where you're looking. He did a really good job at kind of learning these maps for a while.
He hasn't played on Jaeger for long, right?
No, yeah.
He's relatively new to it, so that's impressive.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of pog lobbing, but pretty much I don't remember him from any time other than that. Maybe a little bit of pickups as well. But definitely learning these maps pretty well. Also coming up good is Jade plus 8 net, 21 kills, 13 deaths. He was getting. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, he's top frag of the game technically. So he was playing the second LA with Ganidiot. Both of them double teaming against Traxon, who was trying his best, but it's a double LA on Aiken, so it is very difficult to counter that. And then we've also got Soviet Ambassador plus 3 net. Ganidiot plus 4 net. All 4 of those players going positive on the DA side, and then only Spaceman and Knight is going negative on that side, and only by -2 and -1. So those scores are easily recoverable from by DA, those 2 players in particular. Overall, every player is doing a phenomenal job here. RPN side, we're taking a look at Willy Boy plus 2 net, 17 kills, 16 deaths, doing a good job at just basically staying alive, really. He's staying with his team enough. Frey also doing pretty good job at staying with his team. You can see 13 assists there. Lots of players playing off of each other. Frey 2.0, playing a lot with his team. Overall, those 2 players in particular are doing a really good job. Unfortunately, their Bolt is kind of lagging behind a little bit. I don't know if they're going to sub them out or if they're going to keep them in. I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens here.
I don't know Arkan at all, so I don't know if they can just flex to a different role or if they could just play heavy.
Starts 2 ticks from now.
Okay. Maybe they could just make him play heavy, and then I know Woody's a decent LA, I think, a good LA even. I don't know. They need to do something.
So I just confirmed with them. There's not going to be any subs, so we're going to stick with this same team. Hopefully, Arkan can kind of pick it up on this next half. I will say he's got a little bit of a clearer side coming in from that balcony that he's going to be playing on this time around, so he might do a little bit better as Bolt if he stays Bolt. Traxon also bringing it up with -5. He is dealing with 2 LAs though. We were talking about this earlier. That is a very difficult position to be in, no matter what. And then Nate Kennedy and Bloody both going negative as heavies. But if they can play well together, if they can just kind of stick with each other, they can fix those scores. I can still see RPN coming out of this, but they got to play this real well coming in on the second half.
I think they really need to double LA, and then they need their heavies to do good as well. And I think they need to drop this Bolt. I don't think it's gonna work.
We'll see. If the Bolt can kind of pick up this game, I mean, maybe. It does seem like they're gonna stick with the same player, but I don't know if he's gonna stick with the same class. But we'll see again.
Someone in the chat just said feels bad for Traxon going against the 2 best allies in the game, and that's definitely true, bro. I don't want to be in Traxon's shoes right now.
Yeah, they're two, and I don't know if you can call them the best LAs in the game, but definitely 2 strong LAs by far. Very, very strong LAs. So it is understandable that Traxon's having a hard time. But, despite that, he's only going -5. I still commend him for this. He's doing a pretty good job on it.
I was talking shit earlier, so now I'm going to give DA the best allies in the game. So that's a net 0, right?
Yeah. Personally, I think they're the worst LAs in the game, and the Traxon is doing awful.
Holy shit.
Oh, God. I've gotten
relax.
negative again. What have I
done? Betty's gonna come by your place, bro. Beat you up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round start.
Alright, let's see what we have from the RPN side. I still see the Bolt. I am not happy.
Still seeing a double LA strategy from DA, which is understandable. It wasn't working poorly for them before, so yeah, don't fix what's not broken. Ooh, but a quick
Ooh,
flank here by
Willy,
Willy
nice.
already gets one of the LA.
That's an idiot.
Yeah, Traxon here now has a little bit of a freer reign. He has got that, he's kind of at a bad angle to fight Jade, but he's not going to fight him anyway. He's actually going to, he gets dank memes before going down himself to home base.
Ooh, but Jade now has
Oh,
the
wow.
perfect flank on all those heavies.
Yeah, he has the flank, but he's only taken, oh, I take it back. He does take 1-2, maybe? But either way, that was a good counter there, what RPN just did. They came back from that north building because they knew that DA was all in their home base, so they came back in from the balcony. They actually cleared out the whole thing. That was actually a really nice opener there by RPN.
I am so surprised that worked, because I was like, oh, they're all gonna die when I saw the LA behind. I think he should have just dropped them, honestly.
Flashed
But,
and dropped, yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, it's
Heat of the
it's
moment.
fine.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah, I mean, Jade doesn't have a lot of scrim experience, so
Yeah.
it's like...
Now, I do see a trade here.
He's doing good.
Frey actually trades out Willy Boy by killing Jade, so there's only one LA once again on the roof, and he's right above Frey.
Oh,
Frey may be out of medkits because he's not healing, and he goes down.
Frey 2.0 down on the ground.
Dead on my screen, quite frankly. Ganidiot here pushing up on from North Building roof.
Apparently the point was locked
Was it?
till now.
Interesting. Don't look at me. I have an admin, but that wasn't me.
They just said sorry. Looks like we're not restarting the round. That's
Okay. Well, yeah, that's well, yeah, whatever. It's a referee's call, so.
Yeah.
Now we
I'm
see
just
Traxon
surprised,
here.
honestly.
Yeah, a little bit. Traxon here pushing up onto North Roof, but he has to deal with 2 LAs. Oh, and he goes down.
Yeah, that's
That's a tough push there.
These are so. I think what actually allowed Traxon to do some stuff in the beginning a lot better was Jade and Ganidiot split up a lot on the roof, and it allowed Traxon to pick off one of them and then have enough time to like have full shields again for the second one. And I feel like they covered each other a lot better.
Speaking of cover each other really well, Dank Memes and Nidus just had a crossfire angle as they both got pushed on there, and they both just peaked at the perfect times to actually deal with a lot of RPN heavies. That was a really nice little team play we just saw there.
And we really see them pulling ahead now.
Yeah, we do. 123 to 88 in favor of DAF. Doing a really nice job. Really nice job.
How many points done?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's 35 points.
Thank you. Nidus here goes down as he tries to push on to Nate Kennedy. Nate Kennedy with that nice balcony head glitch there. And a Ganidiot also tries to drop there, but he also gets turned on by Willy Boy. Ooh, but a big push comes in from their home base. Spaceman and Ambassador both taking Nate Kennedy fairly easily there, and now Spaceman's kind of stuck out of position though. He goes down as he tries to go around the corner.
Oh yeah, he turned around too early there.
Nidus trying for cap control. Arkin here with, I believe
not
it's
a bad idea, probably.
ghost.
They have both LAs up, so he can probably sit on that point quite comfortably. As Traxon takes one of them though. Takes Jade.
Pretty sure Arkin's using a suppressed ghost. That's it's an interesting choice. Ooh, big push here by the RPN team going into South Building.
I mean...
Big push, in fact, yeah. Nidus here gets a little bit of damage off on the back of one of them, but he's going to have to retreat. He's got way too many players to deal with right now. He goes down as he gets pincered trying to go back in the point.
At the ranges where you shoot a ghost on this map, does the suppressor even matter?
Probably not. It's probably more for, especially if you're playing fairly aggressive.
Yeah, which is why I'm saying, like, I don't think the downside really matters, so... It could be worth, maybe? I don't know. I
mean, the
need
upside...
some nerd to do the math on that.
I just don't know what the upside is.
Yeah,
Jade here goes down as he attempts to push in. Oh, a lot of RPN heavies, however, get traded back out outside. Not enough cover out here for them for that kind of a push. So Ambassador going for that cap control once again.
Oh
See
yeah,
what's going on the roof.
You can still cut this out.
With how much roof control DA has been having the second half, I fully expect them to take this cap again, unless RPN really starts to
Oh, Traxon trying his best, but he's getting pushed by 2 LAs there at the same time. Goes down.
Okay, so we got a call from the ref that the timer was stuck for 12 seconds for TR, and they will count that in the end
Okay.
for a capture after reviewing the match. However, if TR just caps now anyway, it won't matter.
Yeah.
That's, yeah,
That's
that
okay,
makes
though.
sense.
Yeah. Traxon here going back onto roof here. He does have an angle on Jade, but it doesn't matter actually. Frey
Ooh,
takes
Frey
Jade.
takes Jade. That was a nice cut by Frey.
It was,
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure he got surprised by him.
Well, it's Frey 2.0, don't you know?
Oh yeah.
He
Sorry,
can't
I
get
forgot.
surprised anymore.
No more TV that takes like
No,
5 milliseconds to update
No
the
more
image.
television Frey.
Keep in mind, he sat 5 meters away from this television as well. Not only was he playing on a TV, it was super far away from him.
Frey here peeking back in, but he goes down to Jade. Takes him with a Jaguar.
Don't give up. We're still
DA once again going for point control. At least one of them went down for it though. I'm pretty sure that was Dank meme some point there.
Now we're getting that point in the game where one team may start to try and focus a little bit too much on the point. I'm hoping that's going to be the DA team because RPN really needs the points at this point. And what could end up happening for the RPN team is if they want to really win this, they can bait out DA onto point and kind of get the balcony control. The problem with that, however, is that they just can't get this roof control. They're having such a hard time because of this double LA strategy.
They're having a hard time because they refuse to get a second LA
Yeah.
up there, and I really don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, Willie can play LA, right?
Well, he
Am
might
I
want
wrong?
to. He might want to keep the heavy control though. At this point in the game, I feel like he wants to have that heavy presence inside the building.
I'm not a fan of this.
Yeah.
I can see your argument, but I disagree. You do need that double LA.
Yeah.
if
No,
the
I'm
enemy's
with
playing
you.
double LA.
I am absolutely with you. I'm just saying. I think that might be his mindset right now. Maybe he's going for just enough heavy presence to really hold a building and really do enough pincer maneuvers.
Fair.
See, what should have happened right there was Frey takes one, goes down, Bloody comes in and actually cleans up that second. Unfortunately, Frey went down a little too early there, so the other player had to clean that up, and then he goes down. So that was actually a team fight in favor of DA. Really need to start turning around if you're RPN. You know, we only got about 7 minutes left. They got to play a little bit better together.
They need 35 points in those 7 minutes, which
Yeah.
is possible. They can
possible,
still take
yeah.
the cap, but I'd say it's very unlikely. At this
Very
point.
unlikely, yeah. But especially, you know, if they're not going to get that double LA going. But if they can really play well, we can see.
Okay, so I've got confirmation that Interlude is in fact currently coaching this Unfold clan team on TeamSpeak while dealing with chat spam in Twitch chat.
Interlude, just
That's-
quite frankly, he's a hero
Quite
that
frank.
the PlanetSide 2 community just does not deserve, but we do need him right now.
It's more than a hero to me, honestly. It's insane what this man has done for the community and for his scrim team.
Just an
The best
incredible person.
The best
overall.
coach one has ever seen, especially if you compare him to Say next 3. Garbage
Now we've
coach.
got RPN here. They just try to push into DA's home base, but Spaceman came out, takes both Nate and Frey as they attempt to lead. RPN getting a little too over aggressive without actually being able to get that control that they need, unfortunately. Willy Boy kind of stuck in North Building. Luckily, nobody knows that he's here right now.
Arkan tries to drop the point but gets shut down immediately.
Willy Boy gets a
does Kennedy
pick off
with-
of Jade, though.
That's nice. That means maybe Traxon can take roof control.
Oh, and some
Canadian's
damage off
already
of
under
Canadian.
fire and I guess spotted as well.
Mm-hmm. Traxon has a little bit of an advantage if he wants to fight him, but unfortunately, he's not on that right angle. Traxon has switched to a Serpent, by the way. That's the close range
Oh, he already did
GB7F
that last round.
equivalent. I knew that.
Pretty sure I called that out, buddy.
Yeah, no, I remember when you called it. Yeah.
Yeah. I know you like to listen to me a lot.
Arkin here going for point control. Unfortunately, he's got another heavy he's got to deal with, and he cannot shuffle out of that one. He goes down on point. Bloody trying his best to kind of deal with Soviet Ambassador, but he also just does not have the angle he needs. Goes back inside. See what's going on in home base for RPN. Tracks and following, I think that's Gnidiot there. It gets him, too. Nate Kennedy dropping on Ambassador.
Someone just asked if having 6 LAs is illegal, and no, it is not. You can have however many LAs you want. The only class restrictions are on Infiltrator, you can only have 1, and you can't have any engineers.
Yes. Ooh,
Um,
Willy Boy almost shuffles enough in time for Nate Kennedy to come in and clean that up for him, but he does not get away, unfortunately. Nate Kennedy only trades it.
Overall, honestly, this has been a great show by DA,
Yeah.
a great comeback so far.
Yeah.
Because they were very equal in the first few
Yeah, I think it was first
few
10 minutes, in fact.
first 10 minutes or so, and then we started praising RPN for holding up against
Yeah,
the
we
DA
really
team,
jinxed
and then
it,
they
didn't we?
started collapsing. Well, not collapsing, but DA started to really step it up and
Yeah.
punish them a lot harder. And I still feel like the main issue for RPN is the 1 LA.
It
I know
is
I've said this 100 times by now, but really upsetting me.
It is the streamer's curse, the caster's curse, actually. Yeah, where you praise one team and then that team just immediately starts faltering right afterwards. So whoever's streaming the Baxby versus Tide match after this, make sure you praise the Tide people. I think they're gonna do a great job.
Don't worry
Thank
about
you.
it. Also, I'm not the one streaming.
You're also not the one streaming it. I'm not sure who's streaming that one. Actually, I'll have to take a look.
I don't think if anyone. I don't know if anyone is.
Yeah, it's a little late for the Euro time, so Willy Boy
Yeah.
trying for a little bit of home base aggression, but he goes down. Oh, and there is Frey as well. Also goes aggressive, but it's once you lose your teammate, you really lose a lot of the kind of advantage that you had originally.
RPN is at least not donating this cap to DA, and at this point, it's honestly almost out of reach for DA. Like it's.
Yeah, it's virtually impossible. In fact, now it is impossible for them. Just at that
No,
point.
it's not. The timer hasn't flipped over to the TR cap yet. It's still showing the VS cap timer.
Oh yeah, you're right. So it's technically possible, but it's just
technically possible, but it's gonna be extremely hard.
Yeah.
However,
usually we call this the virtually impossible time here.
However, they are 46
unlikely.
points in the lead. Yeah. They are 46 points in the lead. 47 now. 46 again. And it's gonna be impossible for RPN to catch up on the score in 2 minutes.
Dank Memes coming in with a nice flank here. Gets 2, gets 3. He might even be able to get a 4th if he goes back in. That was a really nice flank in the back.
I missed that, and then I rewatched it on stream. That was great.
That's great, yeah. Dank Memes doing a phenomenal job for his team. Right now, he's at plus 20 net right now.
He's at 42
He
kills.
gets a 4th. He goes down finally.
Frag. By far the top frag in this match. Very impressive.
Arkin here gets that pick off of Nidus as he was in the home base. He might be able to get a second here, though. There's another guy on point. He gets a body on him. Oh, but Arkin, I think, is going to have to deal with somebody inside the home base. Oh, he's pushing down.
He's going in. For it.
Yeah, he's going in. Oh, but he finally goes down to Jade, who also jumped point. Only about 20 seconds left on that cap. They're actually really going to go for this. They really, really want this cap.
RPN's contesting it though, and I see at least 3 of them. Frey, Willy.
Oh, but Spaceman has
down.
a nice push here. Oh, but he goes down. Got Willy before going down.
I don't see any RPN members on point anymore.
Yeah, I think Dank Memes has the ability to push on this. Only about 10 seconds till that cap.
10 seconds.
I would be very surprised if they can actually get this cap despite that, though. I mean, there's only 30 seconds left in the round. Can they get it?
It looks like they're getting it.
They're gonna get it.
This is a cap for DA.
They
Very
get it,
impressive.
yeah. Second cap of the match.
And I didn't even feed that much for it.
Yeah. In fact, actually, RPN kind of panicked onto it more than DA did.
True.
Now, only about 10 seconds left in the match. We can comfortably say that DA has won this, but overall, really nice showing by RPN despite that. Especially in those first 10 minutes, they did a really good job at just kind of holding their own. And there goes the time.
And they did do great overall. Just DA was even better. They were popping off.
Yeah, they absolutely were.
In the Browns.
So let's take a
Oh,
look at the
okay.
scores here. Scores are 221 to 158 in favor of DAF. Really good showing by them, over a 50-point lead there. We've got Dank Memes going at plus 22 net, 46 kills, 24 deaths. Top frag of the game? Yeah, he is. Top frag of the game here.
Mm-hmm.
By a good amount, too. I think the next highest is... Oh, actually, Frey actually did get a pretty good amount of kills, too. He got 39 on the other team. But yeah, really, really nice showing there by Dank Memes. Only 24 deaths too, which means he was really not letting them getting kind of kills on him. Soviet Ambassador going plus 10 net. Gnidiot and Jade going plus 7 net and plus 6 net. Both of them having a pretty good time on that roof together. And then Spaceman and Nidus only going -1 and -3 for their team. Really not at all bad. Really great showing by DA. For the RPN side, we've got, let's see here. Frey is the only one going positive, but he went positive by +5, 39 kills, 32 deaths, 36% HSR, and a ton of assists. Look at that, 25 damage assists. Playing with his team a lot.
It really is a Frey 2.0, an updated version, a better version.
Yeah. we finally built him better.
Hey, yeah.
Willy Boy also going -3, not too terribly bad. Traxton T doing his absolute best to go against two very good LAs on the DA side. Only goes -6 there despite that. Very good showing by him. Despite his negative score, being able to hold your own like that is a impressive feat nonetheless. And then unfortunately we have Nate Kennedy and Arkin going -19 and -16, and then Bloody going -6 as one of the heavies there. So a little bit of a weak link on both of those players, but hopefully they can get a little refreshed going into their next match whenever that is. I think that's like next weekend or so. Kind of figure out what they're doing wrong, and then hopefully they can fix that small issues. So overall, really nice job by the DA team. I think we've got.
Girls, do you think the big difference for Frey compared to previous tournaments is actually that he has a monitor now and not a TV anymore?
Yes. I've said this many times before, but there are two things that are very important if you want to actually play FPS video games, and that is monitor, frame rate, and mouse. You gotta have a good, you gotta have a decent mouse. Yeah. Oh, mouse mat? Well, I mean, you can get away with a cheap mouse mat.
Don't play on a table. Come on, you'll just ruin your feet.
I mean, obviously not a table, but like a good. You don't have to get you don't have to get a glass mouse pad like Leroy over here.
Oh no.
I think we're just gonna be waiting on the team captains. We can probably ask them a couple questions here. Let me poke them real quick.
Okay.
Who's the team captain for DA? Do you know? I know it's Willy Boy for RPN.
That's a good question. I have no idea. Let me see if I can find out real quick.
See if we can find out.
Hey, Willy, do you know who the captain for DA is?
I wanna say Dank.
Are you sure?
Let me. I can check.
Yeah, go find out for me. We're gonna send one of the captains in.
Oh, it's Soviet Ambassador.
Soviet Ambassador, okay.
Yeah, he's one of them at least.
All right, why don't we...
Soviet. There we go, I found it. You're welcome.
Yeah.
No problem,
Thank you, Willy.
I got you.
Thank you.
I try my hardest.
All right, so we've got Willy here. While we have you here, while we're waiting on Soviet, let's talk a little bit about the kind of the first 10 minutes, because you guys actually did a really good job at holding your own for that whole first 10 minutes that you were playing. What kind of factored into that? Was that was there some opening strategies that you had going into this that you felt you were really on top of it, or was it just the team kind of really meshing together for that first 10 minutes?
Honestly, I think the team just did well for that first 10. We were grouping up and we were trading efficiently, and we weren't really taking too many dumb fights and getting picked off. But after that, I don't know whether it's just no one really tilted in our channel, which was actually a good sign.
Oh yeah, that's always good.
But yeah, especially with Frey on the team, Frey, no tilter.
Yeah, huge tilter Frey.
Huge
Frey 2.0, even more tilt. You can see his rage in a clean 144 frame.
Many don't notice, but this is actually the case. He left the Bex A team because he said he just couldn't deal with himself tilting this team constantly anymore.
Everybody was actually complaining about Frey constantly tilting. It was a real upsetting moment in Bax B lore.
But yeah, after that 10 minutes, it just, I don't know whether it just fell apart or just people got frustrated with not winning individual fights. But yeah, it just kind of went downhill from there.
I have a question. Where was your second LA, and why did you have a bolter?
Yes, so the problem is we don't have a second LA.
What about you? You can play LA, right?
Uh,
Come on, Woody.
about that. I can feed half on LA, like a half feed on LA. It's
Designated
not a
coach
great
role, you said.
showing. Yeah, I'm a known flexer, as Gellos would say.
A
I
good
can play
flex
LA,
role,
but
yeah.
I'm not good at it.
Okay, so you're a coach on LA, got it.
Yeah, I'm a
Um,
coach.
but Traxon actually, little shout out, he did a wonderful job.
He
Even
did,
with the
yeah.
double LA, he got a lot of
Despite
kills
that-
actually still.
Yeah, it's crazy to see. Only -6 despite 2 really decent LAs on the other side. I was very surprised. How was Traxton doing for that whole match? Was he kind of were you kind of feeling a little tilt from his side? What was going on?
Not tilt, a little frustrated.
A little flustered?
tilt,
A little flustered.
little flustered, but you understand it with 2 LAs, and yeah, he played a really good game. 33 kills, 39 deaths against 2 LAs. That's
All right, we're gonna go ahead and pull our second captain.
User
Hello?
was moved to your channel.
Hello?
This is Gnidiot for the DA team. So we saw after the first 10 minutes, DA really started picking it up there, and really started taking a little bit of a lead, and then after a while, really got a big lead going. What kind of clicked after that that first 10 minutes with the DA team? Gnidiot? Hello? Hello?
Hi,
Wait.
hello?
Wait, hold on. Does he not have a mic? What's going on?
He's not got talking permissions. Hold up.
Oh,
I got
hold
this.
on. Yeah, we can fix that.
Wait, no, that's not the role that fixed it. I do not have permissions to fix it anymore. I think you maybe do, Gallas?
Interview? Here we go. Hey, there he is.
Alright, there we go. Yeah, what's up?
All right, so for after the first 10 minutes there, we really saw DA kind of click and started to actually take a bit of a lead there. What started happening there?
So it's just kind of we went into it. We had been doing some practice beforehand, but it still kind of takes a little while to get the ball rolling to really get everything to mesh because we're a pretty new team, and so teamwork is something we're working really hard at, and it takes a little bit of a jump start. But once we get it, things really pick up. And then after that first half, with just everyone hyping each other up, keeping it really positive, I think things just really popped off.
So came into that second half, especially with some momentum. Then you're saying?
Yeah.
Now I do want to also talk about another player on your team, Dank Memes, going 22 net, tons of kills there.
Extremely nice.
How was he doing in the chat? How was was he really feeling it? What was going on?
He was pogging.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job. We saw a lot of times where he would come around a corner there, not so much a flank as much as it was just a separate angle from where people were looking. He just got a ton of kills like that, and he played so well with your team too. And so many times we saw him with another player, and you guys just pincered a player coming into a building, despite only having a few feet of distance between each other. So really nice job there. I want to congratulate the DA team for their win here on the on this PIL match.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and actually, Billy, do you have anything you want to add?
I just had to go AFK because my car was freaking out. So I'm not sure what you talked about.
We were just talking about Dank Memes a little bit. Okay. I do want to talk about the schedule here. I think let's see here. So coming up
tonight we have 2 more matches, which I don't think are streamed.
They might not be. They might be though. Just keep an eye out on this channel. The next 2 matches are going to be ATP versus Prey at 0 UTC. That's going to be about 10 minutes. And then another match an hour after that, Baxby versus Tide. It looks like Snipsel is saying they are going to be streamed, so that should be pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, that's great.
Both of those matches actually should be pretty fun to watch. So make sure you do keep an eye on this channel. I'm going to go ahead and put us on post-splash screen. Oh, go ahead.
Hold up. Tomorrow, the first match is at 12 UTC, so quite early. But for the Euros, that might still be in chat. That's like 2 p.m. For European time. And that is this That is this, the Australian team versus men's sex.
I think it's
sex team.
I think it's like 8 o'clock in the morning for anybody on
Yeah, I don't
Eastern
think it's
time. So
I don't think
anybody
it's an
that's got like a
American
morning,
match.
like a bit of a morning schedule, maybe
No,
you
but
can
for the
catch
Europeans,
it.
there's no streamer put on for it yet, but maybe someone will pick it up, and I think it's going to be a great match. I'm playing in it, and I'm really hyped to play it. 'cause
Yeah,
I can't wait.
it's gonna be.
It's going to be such a great
I'm gonna
match.
have to watch the VOD back over because I'm not waking up at 8 o'clock.
Understandable. I
Okay.
wouldn't.
We'll go ahead and put it on the post last screen. Thank you to both teams for coming out and playing. That was really enjoyable to watch. And thank you guys. Stick around for about 10 more minutes, and then we're going to have the next match coming up.